Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Xin chào các bạn đang xem buổi livestream của buổi thứ 79. Như thường lệ thì chúng mình đã trở lại với DigiChat năm số 32 và hôm nay thì chúng mình rất là vui vì được thực hiện cái buổi go live này trong một cái không khí mà đang tổ chức coi như là cả nước đang chào mừng cái ngày giải phóng miền Nam và thống nhất đất nước. Chính vì thế cho các bạn có nhìn thấy một số điểm đặc biệt là chúng mình đều có một cái background là có cả cờ Việt Nam và cờ Úc. Bởi vì là khách mời của chúng mình hôm nay là anh Dave Squires là đến từ Úc, và chính vì vậy cho nên là chúng mình muốn thực hiện cái buổi go live này bằng tiếng Anh. Chúng mình sẽ thực hiện buổi go live bằng tiếng Anh và bây giờ xin bắt đầu. So good evening everyone. So welcome back you to our talk show series with the topic digital business from A to Z. As you may know, we are the Quartet 79, friends who were all born in 1979. And the reason we started this series was to share our knowledge and experiences on the journey of running a digital business. So we are very glad and honored to have our go live. While the entire nation is celebrating and commemorating the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification, and we are delighted. And this time, our special guest is Mr. Dave Squires, who come from Australia, but he's now currently living in Vietnam. And it can be said that he has chosen Vietnam as his second home. So he will share with us the whole experience when he do digital business and how digital business helped him to find his second home here in Vietnam. But as usual, allow us to have a brief introduction of the host as well as the guest. So firstly, allow myself to have a brief introduction. My name is Thuy, and I'm now living in Hanoi with my family. I have two teenage children and has been working in the banking industry for more than 20 years. As you may know, as a banker, the work is very busy, and I don't have much time for my family. And now, as banker, we also under the pressures of losing our jobs, become unemployed because of the threat of the development of the artificial intelligence, the AI. So when I found a digital business model, I think that I found my true love. Not only brings me more time, but also give me a lot invaluable and intangible values. So that's just a brief introduction of myself. Now, just let me pass the word to Ngọc, please. Please go ahead, Ngọc.
Thank you, Thủy. Greetings from Hanoi and welcome all of the viewers today and warmest welcome to Dave Squires, our special guest today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ngọc. I'm currently living in Hanoi with my family. I have more than 20 years of experience working across different industries, from media technology to aviation, and in all kinds of companies, from SMEs to large state-owned enterprises. But alongside my main job, I always have a side hustle to keep my finances secure. I started this digital business because I wanted to achieve financial freedom and early retirement to fulfill my dreams of traveling the world and enjoy my hobbies when I'm still full of energy. Let me introduce my co-host, Trang.
Okay, thank you, Ngọc. Thank you, Thi. And I would also send my warmest regards to Dave and also the audience who is watching this live or or will be watching the replay. I'm Trang Mira, also currently working in Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm here with my small family of my husband and also a teenager boy. I also raised 3 cats and 1 dog in my home as well. We are very happy. And about my working experience, then I mainly work for the international corporation in IT and telecommunications for around 20 years as well. My corporate work give me abundance of in finance. However, I'm always in pressure and don't have much time with my family and also taking care of myself. That is why I look for another way of at first is also a side hustle that can give me some more freedom. And luckily, when I find digital business, I can find true freedom, which means to me like secure finance, manageable time, and also the peaceful mind. So that is very briefly about myself. And now I will hand it to Hằng, our first co-host.
Thank you, Chang, and thank you everyone for watching our live today. And thank you, Dave, for coming to our interview today. So let me introduce you about myself. My name is Hằng. I'm living in Hanoi, Vietnam. I have two teenagers, two boys. I am a manager in a very humble company, construction company for long. And for this business, I have running it for more than 5 years now. And you know, my first purpose when I started this business is because I want to say yes to myself dreams and my children's dreams. And thanks to the business, many dreams of myself and my children and my family have become true. I'm so grateful for that. And my dreams are bigger and bigger. And today we are so happy and so honored to invite Dave Squire coming all the way from Sydney, but now he's living in Nha Trang to our DigiChat number 32 today. And let our guest speaker introduce about himself. Please, Dave, can you please introduce about yourself? Thank you.
Thank you, Hằng. Well, as Hằng said, I'm from Sydney, but now live in Nha Trang. I've lived in Vietnam for almost 1 year now. Before Nha Trang, I was in Van Don teaching English, then a short period in Hanoi, and then I decided to move to Nha Trang to be near the sea, and I love it here. I really love it, and I love Vietnam, and I've got many friends here. I'm here by myself, but I'm not lonely because I have many friends here. I had a career in the army, but I had to leave the army because of a few accidents, and I wasn't fit enough to stay in the army. And that's why I decided on the digital business. But I won't say too much because my four hosts are going to ask me all these questions, so I won't say too much about that. Just to let you know that I love living in Vietnam, and it has become my second home. I did go home during the Tet holiday because everything was closed here. So I went back home to see my two kids. I got two adult kids back in Sydney. But funny thing, when I went back to Sydney to see them, they were so busy. For 10 days, I think I saw them 2 or 3 times. So I came back here. So and they're quite happy. They support me being here. They're fine with me being here. I am lonely sometimes, but as I said, I've got many friends here. I'm always in touch with Hằng. We talk often, and another few friends in Hanoi. And one of my close friends is in Cameroon, which is very close to here. And we spent all day last Sunday together. So I'm never alone. Even though I feel lonely, I'm never alone. And that's what the beauty of this is. I've got many friends here in Vietnam, so I'm very happy living here. And Hằng, yes, one other thing, yes, Hằng, I met Hằng and her two dinosaurs last year in Melbourne, then Sydney, and then even Newcastle. Hằng come and met my mum, so that was good.
Yes. Thank you, Dave, for introducing about yourself. Yes, last 2 years I had a chance to visit Sydney, and I met Dave over there as well. And so we spent almost two weeks together, right? We visit many beautiful places, and even I visit Dave's mother's house, right? It's so happy to be there and to meet people. Thank you so much for welcoming me and my family. So now back to Thủy, please, with your first question.
Okay, thank you, Dave, for your brief introductions, and we are happy that we have a lot of cross-border friendships have been made in our community. And you know that there's one similar questions that we all often ask at the beginning of our go live for every guest set. Okay, so Dave, can you just share with us, I mean, in what circumstances that led you to come to the digital business as the new career?
Okay, so as a lot of people will know, I was in the army, but I had a few accidents, and I injured my knees and my ankles, so I had to leave the army. And then I did a few other jobs after that. And I was online one night just looking for different jobs, something easier to do. And I come across this ad because, you know, when you're online, your mind wanders and you go to social media. I looked on Facebook and I saw this ad for this digital business, and the person advertising, she lived in Sydney. I thought, well, I'll have a look at this, and we became good friends, and we're great friends now. I love her. She's a beautiful lady, and I asked her about this digital business because it was on her page, and she explained it to me, and I thought this may be what I'm looking for, something easy. I wasn't looking for a digital business. But I thought this may be what I need, something that's no pressure on my legs, my body. Because my body, I've got a lot of injuries from the army. And I thought, I can do this. I think, you know, I'm smart enough to be able to do this. And she supported me, but she also said, there's no pressure. And that's the beauty of this business. There's no pressure. If you want to start your own business, you start it. We're not salesmen. That's the beauty of this business. And then I looked into it, and I joined the community, and I thought, yeah, I can do this. So I started my own business, and within a month, less than that, 3 weeks, I had my business up and running. And she always said to me, you've got to be present every day because your shop is now open. Make sure the door is always open. Always turn up every day. And that was one thing she always told me. And I've remembered that this is coming into my 4th year this year. I think I met Hung 4 years ago when I first started this. So it's been 4 years since I've known Hung. And it was easy to start. There's no, like I said, we're not salesmen. We're not those, you see, online businesses, the guy with the Ferrari or the Porsche or something and the gold chains. Come and join this and you'll be an instant millionaire. Get rich quick next week. This is not about that. And that's the beauty of this business. That's what I love about this business. So, and that's how I come into it. It was just by accident, really. I wasn't even looking for it. But when I saw it and I met her and we became friends, it appealed to me. I thought, yes, this is what I'm looking for, even though I wasn't looking for it, if that makes sense. So it appealed to me, and that's how I got into it.
Yeah, actually, in Vietnam, we have a saying that everything happens for a reason, you know?
Yeah, exactly, Chang, yes.
Yeah, and we all love this business because we don't have to sell, we don't have to go after people, and we don't have to trade off our health. That's why we all love this business. Thank you for your sharing. And I have a question because you moved to Vietnam after you invested in this business model, right? Yeah, and so when you moved in to Vietnam to live and work, did you have any difficulties? And has living in Vietnam helped your business grow?
Well, I came to Vietnam early last year because I'd met Hung and I've met a lot of other friends in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Can Tho, Vinh, all over Vietnam, and I visited everyone last year. And then I went back to Sydney and I thought, I love Vietnam. And because of this business, and I have such a wide, like a network of friends here, I'm going to move back here. And I didn't really have any difficulties, but if I did, I can reach out to Hung. I can reach out to a number of people in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and one of my friends in Cam Ranh, who I said I spent Sunday with her and her family. So any difficulties I had, I often bug Hung for advice. She's a lot younger than me. She's like my younger sister, but I'm always bugging her and asking for her advice, and she's always willing to help me. This is what I love about her. She always wants to help. So I did have difficulties. I've done Vietnamese language lessons. I came here the second time to be an English teacher, which I've been teaching English. But I did Vietnamese language lessons, but it's so difficult because of I can speak Thai. It's tonal language, but Vietnamese has seven tones, and I just can't get my head. I gave up because a lot of my friends, like the four of you and others I know, all speak English. So I thought, I won't even worry. I can order food. I point to the menu or something like that. I can order food. I can fill my motorbike up with petrol. I just say full, and they know what I mean. So things like that. I can go to the bank and withdraw my money. So the difficulties, I've learned to overcome them. There is a lot of cultural differences between Australia and Vietnam, which I'm still coming to terms with. It's very, very different, the culture. Although I've been here for almost 1 year, I'm still learning about the culture of Vietnam. It's very, very different, but I respect it and I love it. That's why I want to stay here. I want to live here forever. I love this country. So, and tomorrow's going to be a good day. I'm glad I'm here for tomorrow for the 50th year of independence. I'm very honoured to be here tomorrow. So it will be a good day. I'll be able to celebrate with some friends that I have here in Nha Trang. So the difficulties I've had, I have my network of friends. They're my business partners, but more importantly, they're my friends, such as Hung, others in Hanoi. I remember the day I met Hung in Hanoi, there's maybe, how many, 20? My plane was late, my flight was delayed, so maybe a lot of people left, but Hung, Van, I can't remember who else was there, Wang, everyone was there. And I was so happy when I walked in, and I still have a photo of me surrounded by about 20 women, and I'm thinking, how lucky am I? And I met Hung's mum and dad, her auntie. I stayed at her auntie's house, and I love Hung's mum and dad. They treated me very well. I would go there. We couldn't speak English or Vietnamese together, so we used translator. But as long as Hung's mum smiled at me, I knew she was happy with me. So, and that was good. And we went to Ha Long Bay, Hung, myself, Hung's mum, and what's the driver's name, Hung? I forget his name.
His name is Mai, the driver.
Yeah, Mr. Mai, that's right. So we celebrated your 4th anniversary there, which is great. My difficulties, I have had difficulties, but I have friends here that I can rely on to help me.
Well, in Dave's story, you can see that he often mentioned about many Vietnamese friends, right? And you know that I met Dave for the first time online almost 4 years ago, right? And last 2 years, I had a chance to see Dave in real life, and we spent together almost 2 weeks with my 2 children as well. And you know, when Dave first time came to Vietnam, and he said that, he was so happy because he was surrounded by more than 20 beautiful women, right? That's our Vietnamese team in Hanoi. And you know, I feel so surprised because just the first time Dave was in Vietnam, but from Saigon to Cần Thơ to Nha Trang, Vinh, Da Nang, and then Hanoi, everywhere he went, there's always friends around him. So that's why we say that this is our Vietnamese team supporter and big friends for all of us. almost that all of our Vietnamese team here, they know Dave, and Dave know them, right? It's so surprised, and we are jealous for that, Dave. You know.
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, I was also one of the 20 women surrounding you when you first come to Vietnam. We still
Wonderful.
remember that. It's on a
I've got the photo,
restaurant near
Cheng,
Nha
so
Trang.
I'll look at the photo again and see where you were, okay? I still have the photo.
Yeah.
All I
So
remember is Hung standing beside me, and I clung to her because I knew her and she was my safety net.
yeah, I still remember on that day. I think your flight is late about 3-4 hours something, right?
Yeah,
And
I
you
was
came
coming
very
from
very late.
I was coming from Vin, yeah.
Yes, I see. And that you mentioned, and also Hằng rephrases again. Then probably the friendship is one of the biggest thing that you gain from doing digital business. And if I want to ask if you can tell us a little bit more about the other gains that you can get from this business, and if there is anything uh, that you lost doing this business, if you can tell us.
Well, I can honestly say I've lost nothing. I've gained so much, but I've lost nothing. Yeah, I can honestly say that I've lost nothing, but I've gained so much. Like, yes, we gain the extra income. That's why we do business. Okay, we're not in business to make friends. We're in business for the income. That's number one. Okay, so put that aside. But the friendships, like you guys, I've got friends in Canada, America, England, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, everywhere around the world. There's so many people that I talk to all the time. But my biggest friendship base is Vietnam. I don't know. My coach, Catherine, we all know Catherine, my coach, okay? We all know her. So that's why I have this connection with Vietnam, because of her. But then I met Hung, and I met another, I won't mention their names, but two others from Hanoi, who actually I met before Hung. I met one before Hung. So, and one in Ho Chi Minh City. And this is my connection to Vietnam. So that's why I've come here to live, because everyone calls me Uncle Dave. I can't go anywhere. Everyone says, "Oh, Uncle Dave, Uncle Dave," which I love. I love that. It's great. It makes me feel happy when they say that. So I can't. I've lost nothing, but I've gained so many friends. I've gained business partners, but besides that, I've gained good friends. Like Chang and Hung, we were in Bangkok together. When was that? 2 months? 2 months? 1 month ago? Yeah, and Chang,
2 months ago.
yeah, and the day that you organised, that was a great day. We all had a great day that day that you organised. That was really good.
Yes.
I've been to Bangkok many times, but some of the places we went to, I've never been to, which was great.
Oh, nice to hear. Thank
So,
you.
and yeah, and there was a really good time that we all had, and I met so many new friends there, who are business partners, who I see their names, but I'd never seen them in live in person. Then I meet them, and everyone's so friendly. Everyone, we're all friendly. We're not in. That's a good thing of this business. We're not in competition against each other. We support each other. That's the number one thing I love about this business. I'm not out to steal your customer or your business partner. We help each other. Like, I ask Hung advice every week. I ask her for advice, and she gives me advice. She gave me advice last week, and I didn't even ask for it. She was angry with me, I think, a little bit, because I was using AI photos, and she said, "Dave, stop doing that." Hung's favorite words are attraction marketing, and she said to me, "Remember, Dave, we are attraction marketers. We don't use AI. Stop using AI so much." So I take that on board. So we learn from each other. We're not in competition. We help each other, and that's what I love about this community. So that's what I've gained. I've gained a lot of knowledge because I never knew about social media, social marketing, attraction marketing. I didn't know any of that. I'm an ex-soldier and a gardener. How would I know any of that? But I've learned so much. So that's what I've gained. The training that we receive from our business, our online business, our online training, I've learned so much of that. I have a network of friends in Sydney also. We get together. Well, I've been here for almost 1 year, so obviously I haven't seen them for a year. But we get together and we have meetings and talk about training. So that's what you learn. And that's what I've gained. I've gained the knowledge of marketing and social media, how to use that. And that helps. That helps so much. And once I got into this business, I looked at other online businesses, and it's like you're alone in the other businesses. But this community, what are we now? Over 200,000. You're never alone in this business. And that's the beauty of this business. You're not alone. There's always someone there to give you advice. I can turn to anyone and ask for advice, and they'll help. So these are the gains, but I can honestly say I've lost nothing. I've gained so much.
Can't agree more. Actually, I just asked, but indeed, we all call this business as a happy business, and we can say that this business have a lot of plus, but no minus. That's what we
Yeah.
say. Okay.
Yes,
How
that's
do you want
100%
to
true.
ask, Dave?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The question that Chang asked Dave about what you have gained and you have lost from this doing this business. For gaining, yes, of course, Dave has answered and have a lot of gaining from this business, right? And for losing, some people who are interested in this digital business also ask me the same question, and you know that my answer is that I just losing the time to watch the long series movie in the television. That we say short movie. That's my answer.
Hey,
Yeah.
for almost 1 year I've been in Vietnam, I have not watched TV for almost 1 year.
Yeah. So when we decide to do this visit, we forget the time to watch a short movie in television. Yeah, that's what we are losing, right? Just funny, right? Okay. Yeah.
You can't watch TV because you're never home. You're always overseas somewhere.
That's true. That's true. And we always learn something else new every day, right? So we forget about the movie and forget about the chit chatting with just to send content, right? Okay, so I have one question for Dave, please. How has this the business helped you achieve your dreams and find a second home in Vietnam? Because you always say that I love Vietnam, I want to stay here forever. I love the people, I love everything here. So yeah, please, can you share?
It's quite obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite obvious. I go back almost 4 years. Okay, when I met you, I met other friends in Hanoi. Okay, and so that's helped me. That made my mind up. When I came here early last year, I was here for 3 weeks, travelled around. I'd already retired from the army, and I couldn't do the gardening work anymore, so I had to stop doing that. And that's what made me think. I came here. I came here to meet you, and I came here to meet my friends in Ho Chi Minh City, Vin and Cantor. And when I went back home to Sydney, because I've got a teaching degree. I've got a business degree and a teaching degree. And then I started thinking about teaching here, and I thought, well, why not? And I can teach and also do the business while I'm here. It's a good, as Hung always talks about, attraction marketing. It shows people how versatile and what you can do with this business. I don't need to be in Australia to run this business. I don't need to be in Sydney to run this. I can run it here. So that's how this business helped me achieve that. Okay, I came here, and my network of friends here. I wouldn't have a network of friends here if I didn't have digital business. As I said to you only last week, no Digibusiness, no Hung. I said that when we talked last week. So what the digital business has given me, it's given me a new lifestyle. That's the best part. That's what we look for, the new lifestyle. Some people look at this as a plan B, just a supplement. But for me, because I'd already retired, it's not my plan B, it's my plan A. I don't have a plan B. This is my plan A. So what this has given me, let me achieve coming here to live. And I can show that. If I do an ad here, I go down to the beach here and I say on my ad, I say, if I do an advertisement or something or a post, I say, here I am in Nha Trang Beach. Here I am in Canwa. Look at this. Beautiful. I'm from Sydney, but here I'm in Vietnam and I love it here. Or if I drive to Cam Ranh, I say, here I am at Cam Ranh. Look at the beach here. It's so beautiful. I can compare. I can put a picture of Newcastle, where my hometown beach, to this beach. And I say, this is where I grew up, but this is where I'm going to retire. How perfect of a life is that? That's what this has given me. I've achieved that. I've achieved happiness by being here. And that's what the digital business has given me. It's allowed me to do that. Yes, I miss my kids, but as I said, I went home to Sydney during the Tet holiday because everything here closed. I didn't see my kids because they're busy. I don't even think they knew I was home. But obviously they miss me. I call them all the time. And my son wants me to come home, but he understands I want to stay here. But my kids are adults, okay? So I don't need to worry about that. They're older than Hung's kids and the other kids. Okay, mine are in their late 20s now. So they've got their own lives and they allow me to do what I want to do now. They're happy that I'm happy. That's what they want. And the digital businesses let me do that. I don't need to be stuck in Sydney. I'm sick of. I don't want to be there. I want to be here. I'm happy here, and this is where I want to spend. I can still go back to Sydney whenever I want, no problem. But I'm happy to live here, and the digital business has allowed me to do that. Because you can run the digital business wherever you are. That's the beauty of digital business. We all know that. All you need is internet, and you can run your business from anywhere. I network with you guys. I've talked to people in Canada, New Zealand, Australia. So, yeah, that's what this has allowed me to do. I can do what I want to do. To put it simply, I can do what I want to do, and that's what this has allowed me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can talk all day about that, Hung, but I'll stop there.
Okay. Chan, do you want to say anything? Just go ahead.
No, just read. I just how to say, just echo what Dave is talking about. Yes, this business bring us the true freedom. We can go anywhere, and you can start your new life, no matter where you are, and as long as you are happy, right? Then that is the right place to be.
Okay. So thank you, Dale, for sharing the story with us. So I think that the most impressive thing I understand from the story is that the reason we come to the digital business is for financial freedom, but what we gain is more than financial freedom. We gain friendship, we gain time freedom, we can travel, but still make money. So thank you, Dave, for sharing this tonight. And to the old audience that are watching our live talk, if you are really inspired by the story that told by the Squires, there are 3 simple steps you can you can take to reach to the other digital business. The first step is very simple. You can reach us through one of the 5 stars here. We have a page, and reach us, and then we can give you the information, the webinar, the very basic information about our business model. And then if you are more interested, then you have to pay $159. So with 149 US dollar, you can have the right to, get access to our pre-coaching videos to get to know more about our business models. So what products that our business model is offering, how the income is generated, and what's more. And we can guarantee that if after that get access to the rich this information that you feel that okay it's not the right time or not the right model for you, you can get the total of this amount back within 30 days. So after you have the old besides the rich culture re-coaching series, then you can have the will be added to the one private Facebook group where you can meet real people, real story, the business owner from our digital business entrepreneur community, and you can see the real story. See that and see testimonials of the success story. Then what you have more is that the one-to-one coaching coach talk. I mean that you will can meet a coach from our community online to have the advice on the which suitable strategy you should follow. They can help you to tailor the budget, uh, the current budget with the suitable strategy. So after the three things, and you will come to the final decision. You think that this business model is suitable for you to find, I mean, financial freedom or free time. Then you will come to the final decision to become our official partner, one of a business or digital business owner. So that the three simple steps, and I hope that you enjoy watching our live show today. Thank you for watching, and we will hope to see you from our next series. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, host. Thank you, Hang Chan and
Thank you.
so
Thank
Thank
you.
you to all the
Again,
audience.
Everyone.
Thank you,
Have
Dave.
a nice holiday tomorrow.
Yes,
Nice
everyone.
holiday,
Everyone. Bye
everyone.
for now.
See you next week.